Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Let's go now. Now the room. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Check, check. Lucky. Lucky.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check, check. Fresno.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. This way, coming this way. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Check. Crunch. Wide. Get wide.
They'll run with Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
36. Check safety.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. An update from Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 27. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On play action, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Packers.
Let's go, D.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
No. 58. Mike 58, right there. Come on, the ball.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
88, 88, 88. 58, come on. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we are. 58, boys, 58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A gain of 37.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 4, check 4. Go. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Watch twist. Drive on. Slam. Zip this. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Here's Sanders.
Let's go. Come on. Right to the ball.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 3rd down, Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's bring it. Hurry. Hey. Motion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun, so they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's get this. Let's go now. Not a room. Strip that ball. Come on. Mike 50.
Tighten up.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
Ready? 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the flag. 93.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
We play to win. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got Rodgers.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 40's Mike.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it complete to Anderson. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
58 for Mike, 58.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers again now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
58, right over there. Right, Mike. Mike, 58, right there. Heavy on the edges, At 58.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it with Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 52. Jump ball. Back north.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Mike 37. Ready?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Check 50, check 50. There we go, 37's the Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right, here's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 3, check 3.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Look at the 8. 630. I'm coming after you. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit. Like 4.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
We got it. Box it. 26. I got one.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Come on here, come get some.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 24. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Look at the 8. Target. Look at this.
Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 48-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift, shift. Check it out. No, off.
They'll try and run for it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Let's go, let's go. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see some.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Watch the whip.
On first down, Sanders. And he's got room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check, 93's the mic, 93.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.